meet Danielle.
Hello, Danielle. Welcome back.
She's leaving her life in New York City to be with her husband Yohan in the Dominican Republic. Let's see how this is gonna go.
I became a single mom at 21. I got married at 26. We split up 6 months later. I even swore off dating for a couple of years.
Until...
I decided to take a trip to the Dominican Republic.
We know, girl. We know.
And that's where I met Yohan, my Prince Charming.
Debatable.
Yohan and I had a lot of challenges that we faced. Yohan ate $200 worth of peanuts. Yohan doesn't even take his wallet out if I'm around.
$200 worth of
Peanuts.
He really wants to come to New York. He doesn't want to stay here. I would prefer to come here. Despite all that, we still got married.
Where are you gonna live?
I think we're gonna find out.
Let me get this straight. You met a man while on vacation. You spent a couple of days with him, got engaged, are now married, and you're leaving everything to go be with him.
That is accurate.
You got it. I have so many questions. How are you gonna live? How are you gonna make money? What are you gonna do there?
Have you ever heard of the term Sankey Panky?
As soon as I met Yohan, I told one of my friends, and he's like, oh my God, you're bringing home a Sankey Panky.
What is that? Sankey Panky? I've heard of hanky
A Sankey
panky.
Panky is a man who works at a resort and is looking for tourists to come and provide them with money and take care of them and their families. So that's my biggest fear.
Sankey Panky.
He's definitely a Sankey Panky.
So I'm going to the Dominican Republic next week so that I can get everything lined up for my move.
She about to get cussed out.
I think we're getting married next week. No. Wait. No.
I remember that.
Yeah.
You are giving up your apartment. You're getting rid of all your stuff.
Oh, she's the one who had the really big reaction.
What are you gonna do there?
I like to be at the beach.
We all do, girl.
And financially, you're gonna be doing.
I'll eat mangoes.
At the beach forever.
I mean, that sounds nice, but
How are you going to afford it? How?
I'm gonna manifest it.
okay.
All right, that might work.
Life is more than just sundresses and walking barefoot on the beach, right? Just
No, not really. That's it. That's pretty much it. And mangoes.
The concerns that
That's it.
I just want to enjoy my life with the love of my life in a slower pace near the ocean.
I feel like those two had a lot of disagreements, if I remember.
Yeah, I think Johan just wants to come to the U.S., right?
That's what it seems like.
I haven't applied for the visa yet.
Does he know that?
Why not?
Does he know
You
that?
think so?
Yes, he knows that. I think he knows that. I haven't said to him, by the way, I haven't applied for the visa yet, but I also haven't said to him, oh, I just applied for the visa. My plan is just to keep it moving. I could just hold on to his marriage certificate and never apply for a visa.
Doesn't that take a long time?
I don't want to be in New York.
It also seems to me that she doesn't fully trust him, so she's like, you can't come to the U.S., I have an out. Let me wait and see if he's really the one.
I had a pension consultation, and they told me that if I stayed one more year, it's like the difference between like $15,000 a year more. What? The only place he can be with me right now is there.
But you can spend all summer with him. Winter break, spring break, fall break.
Life on the beach, eating mangoes. Sounds like a cartoon to me.
Maybe she knows something we don't.
Johan thinks that we're gonna move to the United States and live there permanently, that we're just waiting for his visa.
Well, this is gonna go over well. Way to be honest.
Absolutely, this is gonna go very well. But look at that water.
No, I get it, but there's a reason a lot of people there want to come to the U.S.
No hablo inglés. Entiendo alguna palabra. My arse.
Did you say my arse? This is gonna be a problem. Let me just stretch my arse.
Me gustaría ya que estemos juntos ya y vivamos nuestra vida tranquilo y feliz.
What a lovely little bouquet he has.
Ya quiero que salga, estoy nervioso.
Why are you nervous? You've seen her quite often.
They're already married.
Don't hug her, she's lying to you.
I have to somehow explain to Johan that we're never going to New York.
¿Cómo?
He heard you. He knows what you said.
No quiero un apartamento Ferrari.
Temporal.
Sí. No quiero por solo.
We're jumping right in.
Mi amor, no quiero ir a mi país.
¿Cuándo?
Nunca.
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 Nunca?
Never.
Mi sueño es no voy a Nueva York.
No, Nueva
Quiero
York.
vivir aquí.
Tú no me dijiste. Ahora tú quieres vivir. En realidad ya no entiende el vivir aquí en República Dominicana.
Maybe she need to find out.
You're just gonna find out the hard way.
Y tú no hablas inglés, so tú no puedes tener un trabajo con dinero.
He's getting there with his English, ma'am.
Yeah, he knows his arse from his arms.
Me está dañando mi sueño porque eso no fue lo que acordamos.
You destroying his dreams.
Mi casa, $4,000 por mes.
You need to move to Hoboken.
Hoboken is super expensive
I know.
too.
There's no good place.
Sueño no es verdad.
Maybe her dream's not
Sueño
real.
americano no es real.
Tengo 10 sobrinos, más un hermano. En total seríamos más o menos como 16.
That's a full house.
It's a big familia.
Mi sueño es irme a los Estados Unidos a vivir con Daniel y mi familia también tiene ese sueño.
Uh-oh, it's 16 against 1.
I don't think she's gonna win this.
Ella tiene más comida por la familia.
Yeah, he probably does eat a lot.
¿Qué tú quieres hacer esta semana?
Ir a la playa.
¿A la playa cada día?
That sounds awesome.
I wonder if it's awesome for him. He's always around the beach.
No
Yeah.
vamos a vivir aquí siempre, vamos a ir a Nueva York.
So, ¿tú quieres una esposa miserable?
Do you want a miserable husband? I think it goes either way, right?
Good question.
Si estamos bien aquí, no hay necesidad de ir a tu país a trabajar.
Sí.
Y si no nos va bien aquí, vamos a tener que ir a tu país.
Yeah, that's a very reasonable response.
Yes.
Unless he is now going to sabotage everything she does.
En vacaciones todo lindo, pero venir a vivir aquí, ya eso es algo diferente.
It's like she gonna find out.
Te hielo en la cara.
Por información.
She used to be a boxer.
At home, I have a 10-step skincare routine every morning and night.
Twice a day? How long does that take?
She's got a lot of time on her hands.
Is high maintenance accurate description of her?
So far, yes.
Aceite de rosa por bien energía.
All she needed is some good Caribbean water. She doesn't need all that. Get in the ocean, girl. It'll fix all those problems you having. He don't need it.
Ahora tú sabes. Mira.
Exactly the same.
Oh my gosh, you look like you.
¿Es un penis?
Es
Part of the butcher's life.
He's 6'7" and has really big hands. He can cut up some meat. Sure, why not?
Okay, he's a butcher now. Does he still work at the resort?
No.
You're supposed to answer all my questions.
I think we're gonna find out.
Okay. Okay, Yohan the butcher. Oh, hell no. I wouldn't be eating that. Looked like it stank.
I don't want to be like, what the is this? But I also am like, what the
Right? Me too. What the is that? It's got flies all over it. It's rotten.
You need meat to be cold.
la carne se sirve afuera para que la gente la vea.
Bugs. Bugs.
La carnicería, la carne, hay mucha.
I'm gonna have to talk to some of my Dominican friends because I don't think that flies anywhere.
I think they probably buy the meat and cook it that same day. So they're not looking to keep it for days and days.
Alright.
Where in the U.S. we have it in the fridge because we're keeping it for a week or.
Good point.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true. Any of what I just said.
No tiene batería la carne.
It's got flies on it.
Johan is really upset by my reaction, but I'm not sure that he knows how to manage a business.
Yeah, he might need your help, sis.
Like everybody buys their meat this way, it's just like sitting out unrefrigerated with flies on it.
Yep, Yohan lying.
Do you have like a book where you write things down?
Tú dices una lista.
Wife has to come in and just fix things because what is happening, Yohan?
Da ese recibo.
He's being audited right now.
I don't think he's passing.
No, he's failing for sure.
This doesn't make sense to me.
Entiendo los números.
Look at her face.
How long has he been doing this?
1 day. Today's his grand opening. And he has 0 customers and 1,000 flies.
How is he gonna pay for food? How are we gonna have?
Wait, somebody's buying it? Well, he had a customer.
That was his uncle.
Que tú no entiendes que el negocio está empezando, que es nuevo.
Good point. Good point. Startups takes a while. Uber still isn't in the green.
El negocio te va a dar dinero inmediato, sin invertir dinero. ¿Qué negocio?
He got a good point.
Johan and I are now a married couple, so any debt that he takes on is also my debt. I hope he doesn't think that I'm gonna be his sugar mama, because that's not my plan.
No, she got to be the lady to come in and fix the business. What's that show called?
Restaurant Impossible.
Yeah, be that. Come on, Danielle, step it up.
Tú me entiendes.
Yeah, you don't understand.
I think you are doing an amazing job with this business. You clearly have manifested
Okay, with the sarcasm.
Tú en vez de darme ánimo para el negocio, tú lo que me quitaste todo el ánimo.
Yeah, she was a little harsh. She wasn't sensitive at all to his dreams and his feelings.
You're doing a great job.
Don't lie now. You don't think that.
Tu negocio es caro y tu negocio no tiene dinero. ¿Qué tú necesitas por tu negocio será?
No, no estaría dispuesto a renunciar. Quiero ser mi propio jefe.
Bien.
I agree. Give him some time.
As long as their bills are paid, right? Like, as long as they're getting by.
Tú necesitas un timeline por su negocio será.
Why should you talking about his business closing?
No, what she's saying is, at what point would you admit that it's a failing business?
Okay.
And I think that's fair. You should have a timeline that you should be able to grow by.
8-9 meses.
I want Yohan to be more realistic about our future, and I also don't want to be bankrolling our life forever.
She wants him to be realistic, but she's the one who moved to this country with a decent job. Him thinking that he's going to come and live there. She always says, I'm going to manifest everything.
Right, so let's manifest this business being successful.
Pregunta por Dios, tengo un apartamento perfecto y no mucho caro.
Oh, you don't have an apartment yet.
Cuando yo soy feliz, tú estás feliz.
She wants the perfect, inexpensive apartamento.
That makes them both happy.
So I need to have space to be able to teach yoga classes online. I want parking.
She's really giving entitled American, right? For someone who wants to live as an island gal.
I want.
Con su televisor, wifi.
Está limpia.
Comes with a TV.
Aquí tenemos una habitación.
Looks expensive.
These are like expat communities or really tourist areas, but these apartments are more expensive.
Bueno, el precio sería un $2,000 mensual. Puedes darle
2,000.
para hablar.
I mean, I'm sure that's a lot less than she was paying in New York.
Definitely. But she doesn't have that income either.
¿Cómo te pareció el apartamento?
Es linda, pero puede ayudarme con alquilar.
Yo puedo ayudarte con 5,000 pesos de mi sueldo.
How much is that?
I have no idea.
$90.
$90.
A month or a day?
A month.
Tú estás loco. Tú comes 5,000 pesos por desayuno.
En lo que yo pueda te ayudo.
She knows this. Why even have this conversation?
She wants him to close the butcher shop.
Yo pagar por todo, tú necesitas hacer las cosas. Tú estás mi esposa.
I don't like the way she's talking to him.
She's so disrespectful.
She is.
La mujer trabaja, la mujer hace oficio en la
¿Y
calle.
qué hace hombres?
I get her point.
I get it too.
It's her approach.
It's her delivery. They need to share the duties in general.
Was not giving anything back, and I feel like I've moved beyond that.
But you're just talking down to him.
Right.
I have no desire to support a grown-ass man for the rest of my life.
Well, then why did you subscribe to this?
I'm gonna feel really resentful, and it's not gonna be a relationship that makes me happy.
Okay, but how does he feel about how you're talking to him?
Te molesta cocinar a tu esposo.
Solo yo no quiero trabajar más.
Cocinar no es un trabajo. Tú le estás cocinando a tu esposo. Es un trabajo.
Sí.
Seguimos viendo más opciones.
That doesn't help their issue. They haven't worked anything out.
Faltera, pues tuya.
Well, you're the wife now, Yohan, remember?
She's making him carry the purse because he's the wife. Damn.
Sophie has shared in the past that Yohan's using me for a visa or using me for money.
Have you ever heard the term sanky panky?
Now say it to his face.
Yeah, call him a sanky panky.
¿Tu padre no te pide nietos?
Claro, yo quiero nieto.
He's saying that they want grandchildren from him.
Yeah, working on that.
Is that possible?
Anything's possible.
They said that the chance of me getting pregnant naturally was 5%, but Yohan thinks that we have much better chances.
He's gonna manifest it.
Yep.
¿Tú tienes hijos?
No,
¿Que sepas o sabes que no?
no tengo.
Pregunto, ¿sabes?
Ay,
Porque a veces no se sabe.
claro, pero estoy seguro.
Kind of a rude question, isn't it?
She's asking him why is he certain?
Se ha dado el caso, pero han quedado embarazadas y no se han dado.
Wait, some?
How many?
What are we talking about here?
Can we ask how many?
Pase tu brujería y tu cosa.
No tengo brujería, mi amor.
I mean, kind of.
Yohan and I decided that we would keep his butcher shop open for the next 9 months. We're gonna stop at a botanica today so that I can help him be more prosperous. ¿Y tú tienes hierbas?
Amor por siempre. Ay, mi madre.
How do you think she got you, Yohan?
Duh.
Calienta negocio. ¿Tú crees en la brujería?
She gonna buy the store out.
Tú limpias tu piso en tu negocio, con eso es por más prosperidad. Pero yo quiero tú tener un pintura con un santo. ¿Tú puedes poner uno en tu negocio? ¿No? ¿San Miguel?
No, mi amor. Tú sabes, mi religión no me permite.
They can't put up a photo of a saint.
Not part of their religion.
Christian, right?
Seems so.
That's expensive,
Hope you put that in your spreadsheet, Danielle.
right?
No, yo le dije todo eso a otra Daniela.
Bueno, y cuando yo hablo, tú cállate la boca. ¿Tú entiendes?
This lady, I'm done. Who talks to someone like that? Just go back home. Leave him alone. Leave him alone.
If my husband sees me crying and he is like a brick wall, it makes me really nervous.
You just cursed him out. You told him to shut up. And he's barely talking as it is.
Soy deshonesto. Soy mentiroso, soy todo eso. Tú no quieres estar con una gente así, ¿no? ¿Verdad?
I want you to be a different
¿Qué tú quieres
person.
hacer con la relación?
You don't want to be with him.
You're a toxic human.
¿Eh?
You are a toxic human.
¿Soy tóxico?
Sí.
¿Por qué te casaste conmigo?
Because this isn't who you were.
Si tú no me crees, dejemos esto entonces.
If I have a problem with something that you do, I need you to engage in a conversation. It can't be like, okay, I'm a liar, then leave me. Like, that's childish. It's high school.
I don't think that's what he was saying. I think he was saying, if you look at me like that, why would you want to be with somebody like
That's what he
that?
said. And she knows that.
The communication gaps are bigger than I realized.
And it's like, if that's not actually who he is, then what am I fighting for?
She just wants to control him. Everything he does, she has an issue with. He should do it this way. He's the wife.
First of all, the most important thing to me is honesty. And if we don't have honesty in this marriage, we don't have a marriage.
¿Cómo estás?
I like that shirt.
Para ti.
Thank you.
Flower.
Mm-hmm. It's a theme this episode.
Yo conocí esa chica, ella quedó embarazada. De mi parte, yo pensé que ella lo hubiera perdido natural. Eso fue lo que ella me dijo. Unos meses después, yo me enteré por parte de otra persona que ella quiso sacarlo, pues yo, en realidad, yo sí quería ese bebé.
Do you think he's just coming up with a story now?
No, because I think that's something that a lot of people don't want to just talk about. And sometimes it might just come out.
Tú tienes una esposa. No soy una novia. Es diferente.
Entiendo, tengo que trabajar más en comunicación.
We've made a lot of progress today, but Yohan still clearly has a long way to go when it comes to having a mature adult relationship.
Well, so do you, I think.
Yeah. Where's your accountability, Danielle?
No me gusta dormir contigo.
Tell me.
I thought he was going to say, I slept great.
That's what he should have
To be
said.
honest.
I came back from the Dominican Republic a month ago.
I see that.
I had to wait for the school year to end before I moved officially. I'm leaving behind my job, and I'm leaving behind a really solid community that I've built.
We know. 19 years.
It's my passion, and giving up my career for
We've
the
heard.
last 19 years to move to a foreign country is one of the hardest things about my move.
I don't think it's your passion. Because if it was your passion, you wouldn't give it up.
But
Because Yohan, he doesn't want you to give it up.
Towards
True.
He'd be fine coming there.
are going to make my life better, but I don't think that necessarily makes it easy to leave behind the life that I've created in New York.
It's true. It's hard to leave.
I'm actually doing this. I'm moving to another country.
Yeah, but we already thought she moved. So, like, this has no significance to us as viewers, just to let you 90-day producers know.
I'm making a huge amount of sacrifices. I'm taking a lot of risks by moving down there.
You are taking risks. You are not making sacrifices. Because you didn't have to.
I sit back and slouch when I watch Danielle.
No, pretty water.
The water is pretty.
Back together. Flower or flowers?
One flower.
I'm going flowers.
Oh, I think you're right.
I didn't hear a word you just said, Yohan.
Nope.
I'm sorry. I talked over you.
O sea, Daniel estaba en los Estados Unidos. Yo encontré un apartamento.
Okay.
No estoy seguro que ella le va a gustar, pero Daniel tiene...
Because Danielle is annoying. Can we just do this?
Yep.
Come on, 90 Day. Did y'all run out of stuff to cover?
¿Tiene espacio para todo?
No, vamos a subir la maleta acá.
No, no me gusta eso.
What do you want for him to do?
I didn't tell Yohan that I had 10 suitcases, but I feel
Yeah, why would you do
he
that?
should have realized that I was moving here.
Oh, Danielle.
He,
Please.
he should have read my mind again.
He shows up in a 4-door and not a van.
But look, he's got straps. He's ready.
Exactly. Just hush, Danielle. What do you expect him to do? You didn't even tell him that you were going to have 25 suitcases. I'm sorry. Am I yelling?
Don't mind, es mi cosa. Yo tengo más experiencia.
Always got to be an issue with her.
Yo la amarré ahí, yo la voy a llevar.
He lives there. Like, whatever.
Los maletas, no está bien. Tú pagar por todo mi
Sí,
cosa.
dame la llave, dame la llave.
Just let him drive.
Right?
Right, Willow?
If they fall, he'll pick them up.
No me gusta cuando tú piensas tú estás mi padre.
Well, he doesn't like when you think he's your wife.
En la relación, déjame tomar lo que yo tengo que hacer, lo que el hombre tiene que hacer en la relación. Yo tengo un pene.
Well, okay.
Do you? I had no idea.
Yohan, I don't think that makes you, unless it's stick shift, that doesn't really.
The penis is a thinking tool, but not necessarily an effective one.
Hon, you do many things with intelligence and logic, okay?
Thank you. I also don't use that kind of arguing.
No, that's not a good argument, Yohan. I'm so done with them. She just got back and y'all already going back and forth.
He married someone who is not conforming to those gender norms.
On the flip side, you married someone somebody who had those gender norms.
I feel like he, for the most part, is more giving to her, and she's more like,
Yes.
no give, my way or the highway. She's just ridiculous. Like, why?
It's my first morning officially living in the Dominican Republic.
Do you like the new apartment?
This is a nice apartment. Like, I'm very happy with how close it is to the beach.
Good job, Yohan.
Today, I arranged for Yohan to have his own reading with Baba.
Yohan thinks it's witchcraft, so.
He does.
Baba.
Ay.
Did they give her a reading that they were going to have crappy Wi-Fi?
Está bien, me gusta esa idea. Vamos a darle.
He's lying.
It says that he came in his world with a crown on his head.
King Yohan, the crown on his head.
Well, they're just trying to butter him up so he'll like it.
He has to be careful of eating bones from fish and also mushrooms.
You don't want to choke on a bone and have an allergic reaction to some mushrooms?
Los consejos que me da Baba son algo raro.
I think I could do that job.
Yeah, definitely. I could start tomorrow. What would you say to me?
You have to be careful of the color red. You must not go.
Go where, Baba?
He doesn't have to say.
Great.
¿Tú quieres una religión?
Tengo una religión. Tú eres feliz con tu religión, yo estoy feliz con la mía.
Dios.
Hay que pagar la luz.
¿Tú necesitas pagar?
Tú necesitas.
Tú sabes, yo no tengo luz hoy. ¿Tú no dices nada? This is just another example of how Yohan is not really likely to take a ton of initiative to create the life that he wants.
I mean, he kind of did. He told you to
This
pay.
is not how I wanted my
That's
life.
that's showing initiative, I think.
Today is the 1-year anniversary from when Yohan and I first met.
That escalated quickly.
We've learned a lot about each other over the course of this last year.
Maybe some things you didn't want to.
So, ¿qué cambia?
¿Qué tenemos que cambiar? Ok.
Uh-oh. She opened up a whole hornet's nest here.
Tú te enojas de todo.
You get mad about everything.
Llora. Tienes que respirar.
Yeah, practice what you preach. Tranquilo.
Okay, she accepted it. That's good.
Okay.
Yo tengo cosas. Tú necesitas.
Should we do this on our anniversary? Talk about what we need to change?
Very romantic.
Right?
Tú puedes ir con tus amigas y yo puedo ir con mi amigo.
No hay ningún problema. Perfecto.
Did they just become swingers?
Right?
En este país.
See? She's so manipulative.
Uh-huh.
Taylor es mi amigo de Miami.
Oh, he just happens to be here right now?
On your anniversary?
Ah, porque tú tuviste. No.
No mi novio. Tengo relación en el pasado.
Oh, an ex?
¿Y cómo tú sabes?
Él le escribe a mí en Instagram.
Your ex just happens to be...
Not her ex. They were just together.
So what do you want to call that?
F-boy?
He's here on vacation, so he reached out and said that we should link up.
Link up or hook up?
A ir a un almuerzo con los dos.
¿Conmigo?
Sí.
Quiero otra cerveza.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Could you imagine on our anniversary? Hey, hon, I want someone who I used to sleep with to come over and hang out.
No, thank you.
Like what?
¿Él quiere verte?
Why? But why?
¿Quiere ver a él?
Sí.
Why?
Es mi amigo, sí. Mi amigo es tu amigo.
No quiero tu amigo. Y más si tú tuviste relación con
It's
él.
different.
Fue tu novio.
Then maybe you need to bring one of your exes to this little shindig.
Yo quiero tú sientes cómodo.
Mira, no me voy a sentir cómodo.
Tú puedes atentar.
She always pushing.
Tú es más importante.
Tú lo quieres ver, no soy más importante, él es más importante, no yo.
She gonna get mad and angry like he said?
We'll see.
Tú estás loca, ¿en qué mundo tú vives?
No es loca en mi país.
It's not really normal here. It happens,
I mean, I
but
guess it depends on what the
Circumstance.
the relationship is.
Tiene una esposa americana.
I just love when people try to make it seem like, oh, it's an American thing. Like, come on. He's not an idiot.
Eso es mucha falta de respeto de tu parte. Yo tengo una amiga, tuve relación. ¿Tú quieres que yo salga con ella?
Es una conversación.
so no.
¿Se entiende? Tú tienes una cultura allá, la otra cultura aquí.
It's not.
Not
no,
cultural.
No.
He is unwilling to even sit down and have a conversation with my ex.
Oh, he's your ex now. You said he wasn't your ex.
And why? Why is this something that needs to happen? Does it help anything?
A ella no le importa y no tiene ningún tipo.
By the way, it's
de
their
consideración acerca de lo que yo
Right.
quiero.
I forgot about that.
La consecuencia, tú sabrás.
She just likes to push him, push him, push him.
Quiero ir porque no es una solución ahora. Yo puedo manejar.
Yo puedo manejar.
Mi amor, no.
Really? You know he's mad and you're still gonna push his buttons?
No ir en el carro contigo cuando tú
Oh, got it. Okay, there's a reason.
What was it?
Because he's drinking.
Oh.
Get out as soon as you give me the keys. I'm gonna get out.
I have a lot of people in my life that Yohan's not going to be fond of, clearly.
Wait, how many
Oh,
exes
yeah.
are you gonna be friends with?
Right.
Tú dices, es consecuencias. ¿Qué son consecuencias? Es terminar esta relación eso?
Las consecuencias no van a ser buenas.
Meaning he didn't think it through all the way.
Right.
But it's gonna happen. Something.
Something. He's gonna be, maybe he'll be pissed.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's
he'll
gonna be
text
bad.
his ex. Maybe he'll dump her, send her back to America.
Today is Yohan's birthday. I don't want to fight with him today.
Oh, which ex are you gonna introduce today?
Right.
My spiritual mentor gave me a ritual.
I'm sorry, but all these things you do are not gonna replace your attitude.
Exactly.
That's what needs to change.
Right. You need to figure out how to communicate better and get out of just your own feelings and think about your husband's feelings. That coconut ain't helping you, sis.
Por más paz en la casa.
She's bringing more peace as she rattles the coconut and interrupts your peaceful time.
No importa, te puedo ayudar.
Pero tú no crees en eso porque tú quieres ayudar.
Because he wants to play soccer.
Apoyo tu religión.
He's trying to support her and she's still arguing with him.
Gracioso y también quise patear el coco. Yo soy coco.
She gonna sweep up all those eggshells around the house.
Señor, que Daniela no sea tan terca.
Yes.
No pelee tanto.
That's the real problem.
Rompelo.
Sí, porque break apart no más energía mala.
That symbolizes their relationship. Right there, broken.
So Yohan thinks that we're just going out to dinner, but actually I planned a party for him.
That's fun.
Yo necesito un pastel por 25 personas.
Para escribir no tengo para hoy ya.
¿Yo puedo escribir?
No.
¿Por qué?
It takes 5 seconds to put a name on it. Come on, buddy.
Como ya los reporteros acabaron, ya no se puede hacer nada.
Do we need a baker to do that?
Necesito ayuda porque yo necesito...
I'm actually on her side for once.
Other than the fact that she's doing it the same day as his birthday.
Oh yeah, why didn't you order in advance, silly?
Te voy a ayudar. Voy a dejar que tú escribas. Pero no lo puedo hacer.
Yo puedo.
I'm always gonna get what I want.
You're annoying.
Excelente trabajo. ¿Quieres? También te podemos dar trabajo porque tú haces un buen trabajo.
Those look nice though.
Yeah, but she wrote it in English. It's for Yohan, but that's how she thinks.
She said that's her cake, okay? It's her cake.
¿Qué es tu cumpleaños y día?
Viaje a una montaña como a escalar.
Oh, that's fun.
Monte Everest.
Mount Everest.
10 personas en el mundo.
Not true.
Bueno, yo puedo ser la número 11.
I like that attitude.
Yes. Oh, that's nice. It's a big party.
Surprise!
De verdad que sí, fue una sorpresa grande para mí.
I was waiting for him to say if he liked it or not. It took forever. He's it was really great. I really loved it.
Vamos a comer, everybody.
I want to come to that party.
Right?
Eso.
Wait, he's got to serve on his birthday? Sit down.
A lot of
Yohan.
kids. A lot of kids there.
Nay, gracias por estar ahí en este día tan especial. Gracias a tu esposa, Daniela. Ojalá vi.
Excuse me.
She's going to make it all about her.
Yeah, she's gonna go cry. There's always something with her.
He's willing to completely ignore that I exist in front of his entire family in public.
Ignore that you exist.
Is that what happened?
Tu padre dice tu esposa y tú no dices nada. Y es mucho embarrassing.
Es peor cuando tú haces tus planes con otra persona y no le cuentas a tu pareja. Ayer.
Oh, he's still pissed off about yesterday. That's what this is. This is consequences.
Yep.
Quiere ver a tu amigo un día antes de mi cumpleaños. ¿Cómo tú crees que yo me siento? A mí me hizo feliz ver a toda mi familia.
But I wanted to go to Mount Everest. Damn.
¿Qué no te hice eso? Un día antes de tu cumpleaños.
I thought he was over that.
I don't know. It was only 2 days ago.
Todo mi vida es para ti. Todo mi vida es para ti.
Tú dices por qué yo no estoy contento en mi cumpleaños.
Cosas locas.
I don't think he's saying crazy things.
Desde ayer tú dañaste mi cumpleaños.
You ruined my birthday since yesterday, Danielle.
Yo necesito los llaves.
Tú puedes ir, las llaves están allá.
Happy birthday, Yohan. He looks way happier now, by the way.
Tu esposo está aquí en la casa. Tú vas a salir con tu amigo, un bote. Con tu amigo que tú tuviste relación. Vete.
Okay.
Change the locks.
Consequences.
After all that, she's still gonna go?
After you kicked around that coconut with eggshells? What good did that do?
He's gonna have to learn to accept my life, and the easiest way for that to happen is for me to live it.
You can live your life without going on a date with your ex.
Taylor booked a river cruise for today.
Who's he there with?
It'd be different if her husband was also coming. You know what I mean? Like maybe he was with someone,
She did invite him.
but just them.
This has been a really rough
rough week.
Tatum was the last person I dated before Yohan.
But she said it wasn't her ex.
He's like not thrilled about the idea that I'm sitting down with someone that I had a relationship with in the past.
I'm surprised you can even be with someone like that knowing you.
Really? Aren't you surprised that she's there? Why would you want her there knowing
He said
that?
knowing you, though.
Yeah.
So he's saying the type of person she is.
How old is Yohan?
32.
Being around someone that's older and more mature, I think it's gonna be huge for him.
Like what I did with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he looks young as well.
She's by far the most mature woman I've ever been with.
One of the things that I'm struggling with is maybe I'm tired.
What?
Of teaching all the
I don't
time.
know.
Like, what did he just say? They seem like they have very different recollections of what that relationship was.
I wonder why Danielle can't ever hold her head straight.
Thinking. She's
Maybe the movies to find someone who can teach me. He's had girls cheat on him. So like,
Past trauma.
yeah.
But how cool is that houseboat there?
right? I was just thinking that.
If I was these two, I wouldn't be talking about this. Look around. Look at this boat. It's pretty awesome. You're ruining the whole cruise.
Obviously, I want him to be me and understand that.
How much of a factor is this man? Like, so much so that it's okay to cause a rift in your marriage?
She seems to think so.
But why? Because she has to continue to mentor him?
Johan, ayúdame por favor.
He's been in there sending nudies to all the girls on Instagram just to get back at
And
it.
I think that if I cook for him, maybe he'll get into the right mindset to be able to have this conversation in an effective way.
Probably not.
Ahora yo tengo comida en mi mano. Tú no tienes problemas. Explica eso.
Tengo problemas todavía.
Don't get it twisted.
Yo voy a mi país cuando mi amigos es más importante, pero estoy aquí con mi esposo, sin todos mis amigos.
But you could be in your country with your friends, so...
It's not about friends. It's about
Male friends, particularly ones she had a relationship with.
yeah. I think he has an issue with the fact that it is an ex.
Cuando tú conoces Dylan, tú entiendes más.
Why is it that important, though? He doesn't live there. So why is it that important for her?
Yo necesito ver qué es lo que está pasando de verdad. Ok,
Okay?
vamos a intentar.
Okay.
She's obnoxious. Okay. Not a fan.
¿Qué preguntas tú tienes?
La pregunta es para él, no para ti.
It's a surprise.
It's like, I'm gonna ruin this lunch.
Question 1. Why can't you get your own girl?
Question 2. Now I'm gonna laugh at him.
Why are you wearing that?
Con pantalones rosados, camisa rosada.
I knew he was going to say
Es
that.
lo que parece un flamenco y con esa ropa.
Okay, flamingo. That was funny.
Made him feel less threatening.
You think he wore that on purpose to make sure he was less threatening?
Yes.
We're awfully smiley. Just gonna stare at each other and smile. It's weird.
¿Te gusta aquí?
Yeah, look, I've only been here like 2 days.
Really?
In both days, he's seen Danielle. Did you come here to see Danielle?
We met in Miami
En Miami.
in 2020.
That's not that long ago.
De novios.
4 months? You wanna like...
Yeah.
He didn't say all that.
No.
Ok, cama, estando.
Stand up.
Hey,
¿Por qué?
Oh, he's tall too.
Yohan, you're taller.
6'5".
6'5".
6'5".
6'5". ¿Cuánto es tu casa?
I feel like this is like flexing or something.
Daniela le gusta hombre con pene grande.
Oh, that's appropriate.
I can't believe you just asked that question.
Well, this is not going in a good direction.
So the fact that a married man asked me that caught me off guard.
Maybe Yohan's interested.
Maybe he's starting
It
something.
seems like he's flirting. Stand up next to me. How big are you? He wants to know.
Ustedes relación y es un problema.
No hablo de mi relación con él contigo porque no es apropiado.
He seems to really be like into this conversation. He doesn't even feel weird about it.
I think he's trying to shame him or her.
Que yo le hago preguntas, yo le voy a hacer todas las preguntas que yo quiera.
And he just wants to know about their sex life?
Do you trust Danielle?
A veces ella hace cosas que como que rompe esa confianza.
No, no es verdad, mi amor.
That might be true.
I mean, she said that they were moving to Nueva York, and she came back and said, nope.
She claims she never said that, but he certainly was under that impression.
Taylor, you can go.
¿Por qué?
You wanted to know how big his penis was.
Yohan keeps asking questions, not because he's really invested in the answers, but because he wants to make me uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
said.
Oh, yeah. He wanted to ruin this lunch. Oh, you want me to meet him? I'm going to meet him, okay?
Consequences.
This lunch is going to be the worst lunch you ever had.
He humiliates me because he feels like that will give him more power.
I mean, he's not right for asking those questions. But she forced him to go to lunch. He didn't want to go.
There's just stuff that obviously y'all still have to work on.
Maybe just a couple things.
I wonder how good he is at basketball. He's tall. He's like 6'9", right?
What else you wondering? That's how he started. How tall are you? Oh, yeah? Your hands are large. Your feet are large.
All I was wondering if he can play basketball or not, or did he play?
Well, we might find out.
Yo le pedí el número a Daniel de tele.
I mean, they're both obviously tall.
Well, we know the other one's 6'5". Okay. Why? Why would you do this?
Why?
I honestly thought that he would have never wanted to see me again.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, why are we here? So you can show him how terrible you are at basketball?
I want to see Yohan versus Gabriel. I think that would be a good match. 0-0.
And really just get to know Yohan more on a personal level. Just to show him what kind of person I am, too.
And an amazing basketball player.
But why does this matter? He doesn't live there.
Just another day, baby.
This is drama for the show. Just another day, baby.
Hey, Yohan is
awful at basketball.
He's slow.
So his limbs are really long. Like he doesn't really quite know what to do with them.
He keeps reaching. Yohan, you gotta slide the feet. Can't reach.
Yes.
You reach, he teaches.
BB knows.
Very point.
You reached again. Slide the feet.
Yohan, no. Just stop.
The game was close, but that was only because he wasn't playing by the normal rules of one-on-one.
He cheated.
He got a little skill.
No, he doesn't.
We saw. Don't lie.
Te pido disculpas por quizás me pasé con alguna pregunta.
I want to apologize for asking you the size of your genitalia. Like, it's already awkward that he asked about it, but now he's trying to apologize for it, and it's even more awkward.
Daniele en su relación, ella controlaba mucho.
Sí.
Of course.
Muy difícil.
Muy difícil.
Me gusta que haya un control de los dos.
Now you just lying.
It's got to go both ways.
It doesn't usually go both ways.
Relationships bring sacrifices on both ends.
Don't I know it?
She isn't going to change for anyone.
Pero si ella quiere la relación, va a tener que hacerlo.
I don't think she'll change.
No, there's no way.
But he probably will.
Qué linda está la playa.
It looks very nice. The water's so blue.
We haven't really had a conversation about that lunch.
The lunch that got ruined.
Ese tiempo yo la pasé con tu amigo. Pasamos un rato bien.
Maybe en una mes otro amigo está aquí.
I'm just telling you, Yohan, I got a lot of exes, and they're rolling in, so...
I'm friends with all of them. Never understood that, though. Like, people who are friends with, like, multiple exes. There's something strange about that for me. It's like, why you don't want to let go? Like, let go. Let it be.
Mi problema es que tú no pongas a tus amigos primero que yo.
He's basically saying, I don't have a birthday, I have a birthday week, so just respect the week.
No boyfriends that week. Just me.
Tú haces cosas mucho malo.
But he not going to apologize for asking that weird question, though? He going to act like that didn't happen?
I mean, he did apologize to Taylor. That counts. I don't know why he can't say it to her. I think he feels if he says I'm sorry, then he's losing even more control.
Entonces yo sí puedo cambiar. Yo entonces no quiero cambiar. Tú no puedes cambiar tu forma. Yo no.
Good point. Good point.
Lo tiene en primer lugar a tus amigos. Y ese va a ser el problema.
I got it. I'm done. I'm done.
I mean, you did bring it up on your anniversary and the day before his birthday, so...
And forced him to go to the lunch.
Timing was kind of off.
Just leave me
Escúchame,
alone.
estamos hablando.
You don't shut up. You've literally been talking for 10 minutes. I'm not even listening to you. I'm
Not even listening.
done meaning finished. Termina. Done. No más.
How many different ways can I say it?
Call a priest. Call your mother. Call your grandpa. I don't care. I don't want to hear it anymore.
Go drown yourself in that ocean. Get out of my face. No mas.
And our relationship has felt really like it was just the wrong move.
You think? I told you that. You should have listened.
Maybe I was just supposed to live in the Dominican Republic by myself for a year. Who knows?
It would have been funnier if he kept talking in the middle of the ocean.
Right.